Hi guys, and welcome to the challenge tutorial. Before we start animating, let's notice what we have and think exactly how can we do this animation with the least amount of work possible. This is the trick in motion graphics, is trying to find the simplest way, the most efficient way. How are you going to create this animation with the minimum work possible? Let's look at our animation. We have the central wheel over here. It's turning. And of course, we have the bars that are turning in sync with the central wheel. Now, the wagons are also turning with the central wheel. You notice they have a kind of motion path, if you like, that is also circular, just like the central wheel. But in addition to that, the wagons are staying up straight. You want to think about it. How are you going to keep them up straight? What kind of animation are you going to use to keep them, always facing down? You notice? Let's take our ferry, not the final one. I will close this one. And notice exactly what we have within the layers. Of course, this design is imported from Illustrator. They are all vector files. So we notice in the composition here, after importing, it has created a comp. You will see that later. But for now, just have fun. You have all the wagons. Then we have the wheel, that is the central wheel. Then you have the structure. I call the structure here. This is the bars. Okay, I will undo that. And you have the main stand that surely we're not going to animate now. And you have the background. Let's lock the main stand and the background. Now also let's zoom in and select the wheel and the structure. And since you are working on vector files, we can make them rasterize all the time so we can have, some good resolution. As you can see, it has changed the resolution. First of all, you notice the anchor point of the wheel and the structure are perfectly aligned. Okay, that's by luck or by design. So the wheel has the anchor point just over here. And the main structure also has the anchor point just over here. I will undo. So it's easier really to animate. Let's zoom out to 100%. Here you are. Now we understand that the wheel is going to drive the whole animation, of course, through parenting. Let's start. Let's animate the wheel first. I will open rotation, of course. I will keyframe the rotation at the beginning of the composition. Press end to go to the end and give it a single rotation. I think that will be speedy enough. Actually, for now, I have nothing. Now, I'll take the structure and pick whip it to the wheel. So if you are in 2018, you will be pick whipping just from here. Now, if you play our animation, now, of course, the next step is to pick whip all the wagons to the wheel. So I will do that. Select them all, click on the pick whip and drop it on the wheel. Here you are. If you play, wow, fantastic. But now everybody is falling out of the wagons, right, guys? Okay, that's not exactly what you want to do. So what is the solution? Somebody asked me, okay, can I use in the transform auto orient? Well, actually, you cannot use auto orient, guys, because the wagons don't have a motion path. They are just pick whipped or parented to the wheel. And even if you try it, it's not going to work. I'll try it for this wagon. You notice nothing is working. Fine. I will undo that for the orient. And then I will select all the wagons. I need to rotate them to reverse the rotation of the wheel. The wheel is going from 0 to 1 full rotation. These guys should go from 0 to -1 rotation. That's what the whole exercise is all about, is to learn how to inverse certain animations when you have used the parenting. Let's open R for rotation for all of them. Here you are. Okay, more. And then keyframe the rotation. I'm not going to make it -1 to 0. It doesn't make sense because it's a full rotation. I will go to the end and just come over and change the rotation to -1. Here you are. Like almost nothing has happened. Let's see now what happened. If I play, here you are, it's done. So this is the logic, how to reverse animation or inverse it if you like. So the wheel is rotating in this direction. The children are rotating in the other direction. So this is clockwise. This is anti-clockwise if you notice how this guy is rotating. And as simple as this, you learned now a very powerful technique of how to reverse animation. I took a very simple example, but this kind of technique will be very useful for you later on. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this practice activity and challenge was fun for you. I will see you in the next lecture.